there, guys, girls, gamers, everyone, it's me, GenuineParts, and today, I'm sorry if you wonder about my voice. I have a terminal case of the man flu. Welcome back to my channel, I guess. Haven't made videos in a long time, but I think I'm going to record some of this elite dangerous stuff, if you are interested. So, Elite Dangerous, what is it? Well, for those who don't know, Elite Dangerous is a space game where you can fly around space. You actually have the whole Milky Way galaxy to explore, which is right here. This bubble, it's called the bubble. Whoops, I didn't want to click here. This bubble, this colorful bubble that you see and that players call bubble, is the human bubble. Which means those are populated systems with stations and all kinds of stuff, and where you can do tradings or pirating or what have you. And I'm clicking stuff, which I'm not wanting to do. And this is the Milky Way galaxy. You see, that's a really small thing, this bubble. The rest of this galaxy is, well, explorable, and some people have set out, but there are like millions and millions of star systems out there. You could go to the galactic central point, where there's a supermassive black hole, Sagittarius A star. You could go to the outer arm of our galaxies, so you could, you know, stars. If we zoom in here, let's switch to realistic mode. So you see, there are all stars where you can go. Like this here, 13,700 light years out, and that's pretty much like as realistic as you can do. I mean, with certain freedoms. They took freedoms, obviously, but there are a lot of things that are realistic in here. So they modeled it as close as you can to the real. And what I'm going to do is I'm going out exploring into the great unknown, away from the human bubble. So I kitted my ship, which is an Asp Explorer. You can see I've already played it quite a lot before, but you kind of have to do to get stuff where you want to have it. So I have no inventory. I kitted out my Asp Explorer to have a jump range of 45.56 light years jump range, or 48.92 light years jump range when it's empty. Mostly the fuel tank close to empty. I hope I don't need much credits. So what's an Asp Explorer? If you don't know the game, the Asp Explorer is essentially one of the bigger trading ships. It's a multi-purpose ship, essentially. Excels in many roles, but its original intent was to explore, which we are going to do. So this is my ship, and just for the size of this, you don't get much of a sense of scale here. You can see the human in here, and there's a secondary cockpit down there. So from the size of it, you can pretty much guess it's kind of like a house for one family. So it's not small. It's kind of big ship. I mean, it's not the biggest ship there is. There are much bigger ships, but it's kind of, it would do for a family. And what do we have installed for our exploring trip? We have a shield generator, which you don't really need. You can take the shield generators out when you want, which would give you a higher jump range, but knowing me, it's pretty good when you have a shield generator going for you. That keeps the damage to a minimum. We have 2 out-of-field maintenance units. One of them is disabled, so we can fix the ship while outside in space. That's one thing you cannot do usually in space. You cannot fix your ship. If you get damage, you get damage. And this field maintenance unit can only repair stuff. It cannot repair your hull. So if you get hull damage, that's hull damage. That stays. We have a planetary vehicle hangar with 2 vehicles. So we can land on a planet and explore the planet and mine for some materials. We have a frameshift drive, which we have engineered. That's the thing that lets it jump. We have a cargo hatch that comes standard, life support, power distributor, fuel scoop, which is one of the other very important things, because usually you refuel in a starport, like here. So you would go and refuel here. But since where we're going, there won't be any humans, so we can't. We have to rely on our fuel scoop to get fuel. We have sensors and we have 2 heatsink launchers, each with 3 heatsinks to be launched, which are only in emergency situations when we have to scoop and it gets too hot. We have a power plant, we have detailed surface scanners and advanced discovery scanners, which helps us with stuff we're going to explore. I know people knowledgeable with Elite Dangerous will now say, oh, you could downgrade the power plant some more and get a bit better jump range. Yes, I could. But I like my heat. There's some stuff I have to explain later. But essentially every ship, every stuff you do generates heat. And of course outside sources will generate heat too. So fuel scooping, which you can only do around stars, will heat up your ship quite badly. Like boosting will do too, and firing weapons, which this ship has none. I have taken out all weapons for lighter flight and higher jump range. So everything generates heat, and your power plant kind of decides how heat efficient your ship is. How heat efficient your ship is. And I had a smaller power plant in there. Power supply. You have to excuse me, I'm all discombobulated. And I had a smaller power plant in here, and it heated up quite badly while fuel scooping. And with only 6 heatsink in store, and they are not replenishable during the flight unless you find a station, that's not great. So to minimize eventual heat damage, I am going with a better heat rated plant. What are those blue lines, you might ask? Those are where we can go right now, because that's the jump range of the ship. Doesn't look like much, but it's quite good. That's 48 or whatever we have in jump range is quite a good jump range. So where will we go? We will go in the direction of the center of the galaxy, I think. I don't want to go directly to the center, because that's probably a very well-traveled path, because there's people go to Sec A all the time. So I want to take the path less traveled, essentially. So I'm taking a star at random, which I can apparently not go because I just saw maximum distance exceeded. Okay. So the system won't let us do that. So can we go here? Is that a route we can plot? No. Cannot plot a route here neither. So let's see. How about here? What distance is this? Nope, 8,000 light years. Cannot go there. So what's the maximum distance I can go? I never checked it out. It's my first time out exploring. Okay, 7,000 light years. No dice. So people can explore. When you explore the galaxy and you find something that hasn't been explored before, you get credit for it when you bring the stuff back to the station. What's Bubble Nebula? Probably was someone there. Hey, what? So okay, let's find something. What? Okay, I probably should have done that before. Plotted a course, but essentially this is the stuff I do. So let's wander off in a straight line. That's boring. That's only like 100 light years. That's like 10 jumps. Not that, that's 2 jumps. So let's go out here. Well, we're going somewhat to the center. So let's go off here. That's 400 light years. Let's see something like 1,000 light years out. 600 light years. 920 light years. Ah, okay. Apparently 1,000 light years is as much as you can go. So let's go here. Plot a route, and now you see the ship calculated a route we can take. And what you see too is that this line is dotted. What that means is, let me see where it stops being dotted. Oh, there it is. Where you see it stops being dotted here, which means that about this point we would run out of fuel. So that's the maximum reach we have with our fuel. So we have to refuel in between, which we will do with our fuel scoop. And that's it. I went. Oh yeah, I probably saw that. I'm in. What's the name for this? In Pend A. That's nice. Pend. It's one of the last populated systems outside of the bubble. So I thought we'd start our journey from here. So ship is fueled. Ship is at 100%. We have everything done. I have no open transactions. I have no missions. I have nothing. I have nothing open in this world. So goodbye, human bubble. Goodbye, civilization.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Whoa, I'm in the reverse. That could have gone badly. So, let's orient our ship with the star that we selected en route. There we are. Nice and central to HIP 88631. And there we go. Goodbye, human bubble. Goodbye, civilizations. Hello, worlds unknown.
Drive charging.
So yeah, that's kinda my relaxing game. I played a lot of this lately, and I like how it's like a journey to the far lands in Minecraft. I'm quite happy with it. So I'm using this thing to talk essentially. And yeah, so what happened lately? not really much, I guess. So I guess we are very close to the bubble, so all of this will be explored essentially. If we look in the systems map, yeah, it's all, you see, first discovered by, it's all explored. So it'll take a while until we get to unexplored systems. This is a G star you can see in the lower left corner, which means it's scoopable. We can fuel scoop it. I will demonstrate that because we have to fuel scoop a few times.
Fuel scooping.
So we have to get close to the star with our fuel scoop and scoop up the hydrogen from the sun. So to fill our tanks. And as you see, the heat is rising, but our ship can cope with it. Oh, we are done. So you see, that's also a really big or a powerful fuel scoop, so it can fill up the ship in quite a short amount of time. That voice is my ship's computer. It's not intelligent, so it doesn't talk back to me, which is just as well. So I'm all alone out here waiting for space madness to set in. So yeah, let's do the next jump. As soon as the temperature has gone down, I always wait until it goes down under 30%. No reason, just my preference. So yeah, that's Elite Dangerous. That's though.
3, 2.
I'm sorry, coughing fits. So yeah, that's Elite Dangerous, and it's pretty big. I mean, it's not as big as like No Man's Sky claims to be, but it's far more interesting if I can do some No Man's Sky bashing of my own. And yeah, I bashed No Man's Sky a little bit, and not because like I hate No Man's Sky or I wished it to be bad. No, quite contrary. Like, I would have loved if No Man's Sky was any good, but the thing is, there was so much hype around it, and then when the first reviews came out and called the game boring, people freaked out, and that's hilarious to me. Like, why do you have to make a fuss about when someone calls a game you like boring? Now, I understand to an extent that people get frustrated when they bought something and someone calls it not the best thing ever, but let's be realistic, it doesn't change it. It's either really boring or the review is wrong. Yeah, but if you enjoy it yourself, well, what do you care if the reviewer calls it boring? But as the callbacks go, it probably was really boring. I looked forward to it. I had it on my Steam wish list for quite a lot of time. And then I saw what it was and kinda kicked it from my Steam wish list and be done with it. But I found Elite Dangerous that way, so yeah, I'm quite enjoying this. The funniest thing that happened then with No Man's Sky was when I called out that some people were angry about No Man's Sky reviews. Someone of my Twitter friends, Let's Player friends, called me, said that it sounds like I was envious. And like, what? I can buy a $60 game, no problem. I don't see why I would be envious. I called it funny that people went angry because of reviews, and I guess he cemented my point. He also unfollowed me a bit later, so, well, guess for the best then. So yeah, that's kind of funny. Like how people react to people saying, yeah, that game probably isn't as good as you wished it to be. So, what? On the other side, Digital Homicide
Fuel
has
scooping complete.
has wanted to sue like 100 Steam users where they only had
Fuel scoop disengaged.
identified. Yeah, they have only identified like 11 of them and 100 unidentified ones, and they wanted the subpoena for Steam to give them data, the user data. And as expected, Steam kicked them off the store like immediately, which, well, quite a surprise, I guess. If you sue the company or want a lawsuit going, and they kick you off, that was not a surprise. The official reason from Steam was being hostile to Steam customers, and they got kicked off the
Friendship
store.
drive charging.
And then they withdrew the lawsuit because they don't have the funds to continue, since the business was ruined, as they claim.
4, 3,
So
2,
yeah, that's
1.
like
Engage.
again a funny story, and now it seems like Digital Homicide is finally out of the market, completely gone, dead. Nice. Good game, guys. That's proper lesson how to shoot yourself in the foot. So, just waiting till I find some unexplored objects. But yeah, we're still very close to the human bubble, so. Oh, crap. I have to select it too. Where is it? There it is.
Fuel scooping.
If you wonder how I know where
Fuel
the
scoop
where the
disengaged.
exit is, there's this little circle on the left side, or next to the big circle, and that blue dot shows you where the next selected object is. So that's helpful. So I'm not psychic. I just orient my ship to face that blue dot. Well, that's not a lot of news in gaming, I guess. So why was I away from YouTube? Well, I kind of got fed up with it. I really
Friendship drive
couldn't.
charging.
I couldn't find a game I wanted to do. The people who I do stuff with regularly had no time, and yeah, I just was not in the mood for it, really.
4, 3.
So, am I back? I don't know.
Engage.
Depends if you like the series or not. If nobody's watching it, then I guess there is no need to do it. There will probably a lot of audio cuts in this episode because I have to sneeze every now and then. Or blow my nose like I have to do now. I'm sorry. Yeah. Deadly man flu. So how's the system map looking? Yeah. Just like I thought, all explored. Well, no need to stick around then. If you wonder why it says unexplored, even if it was discovered, because I haven't explored it. That's simply the fact of the matter. Elite also has VR opportunity, so it could like make use of VR. You can look around in real time in your cockpit, which is pretty awesome. This is not VR, this is just free look mode. So I guess that would probably be a good case for VR. If I ever get VR, that's probably a game I really enjoy in
Frameshift
VR.
drive charging.
I'm not even sure how long I've been recording for. I'm terrible at this.
4, 3, 2,
Yeah.
engage.
So, what else is new? I'm not sure. I haven't looked up stuff. Oh, Mafia 3 came out and apparently it's not great. Which again, yeah, that's probably not really unexpected. Like, Mafia 1, I don't, I played Mafia 1 and it was really hard. And I don't think it was that great. I mean, it was certainly unique for the time. But I never thought it was a really amazing game. And, well, people bashed Mafia 2 for not keeping the promises of the branching storyline and stuff that was all cut out. And yeah, now 3 is not really great. Wow, what a surprise, I guess. Yeah, there's also, like, I want to do a series where I bash games that are quite liked by people and even by me. Like, I really would want to nitpick, because that's what I love to do. Nitpicking about games that has no influence on anything, but makes me feel superior. No, it doesn't. But I feel it's pointing out all the flaws that great games have. It's funny because it breaks down the whole, oh my god, this game is so perfect, everyone loves it, especially when you have like nostalgia goggles, like, oh man, GTA 2 was so great. No, it wasn't. It sucked. It has very, very clear indications of suck. Of course we enjoyed it and we're still allowed to enjoy it, but it's, it had flaws. Or what is a game that's universally liked? Like Minecraft. Minecraft has very, very obvious flaws. Like, Minecraft is a sandbox that's a mile wide, but like an inch deep. There's, even if they try to tack on a story about, the end, the Ender Dragon, and you get this really, really, really weird poem at the end. But it has no depth to it. If you enjoy it, it's great. I enjoy it on occasion, but there's really nothing to strive for. Like, after a week of playing it, you have pretty much everything you could wish for, and there's nothing left to do, really. And the end is not as exciting to reach as you think it is, so there's really no point in it. But I still like it. But seriously, Minecraft has just the Lego element, and they probably should have kept and expanded that instead of tacking on the story for whatever reason they felt it was necessary to do that. So yeah, Elite Dangerous, the game I'm playing right now, has glaring issues.
Fuel scooping complete.
I feel it's an awesome game, but it's really grind. It has all the glaring issues of an MMO, of like feeling like a second job, and there, I mean, it has an online component. You're always online, and you can see other players and can interact with them and can rob them or shoot them or kill them. So it has all the hallmarks of an MMO, but it has none of the advantages. You cannot form groups. You cannot join a player group. You cannot bond together large groups of ships. You have no player economy. It's just a grind fest if you let that get to you. It's kind of like Minecraft in that regard. It feels seemingly endless. I mean, it's very, very big. It's not technically endless, but it's not something that's keeping you entertained unless you find your own entertainment. and they didn't think to tack a story mode on there, so that's okay, I guess. I mean, there's a lore outside of this, because Elite, the game itself, the first Elite game, came out like in 1980 something. So yeah, there is a lore to it, and they are updating the game, and so yeah. But it has no story mode and doesn't need a story mode, and I think I'm calling quits here. Let me drop out of Super Cruise. Dropping out of Super Cruise means you're now traveling at the normal speed of your ship. So we bask in the glory of the sun for today, and I will pick up here the next time. So thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.